couple of things which have been in the works for some time. One is the thought that the direct tax should be made simple and that it should be easy for compliance, and the tome that goes in the name of direct taxation or Income Tax Act will have to be a lot more simpler. So that work, as I announced in the July 24 budget, within 6 months we were getting ourselves ready to get that income tax, the new act, ready. So in the process, although the emphasis was more towards simplifying the language, reduce the compliance burden, and also to make it a bit more user-friendly, and not let it be suffering due to various interpretations, which also was sought to be termed as rent-seeking tools. So we were essentially working on that. Mm-hmm. At that time, as I specified in the July budget, it wasn't talking about rate restructuring. Although, for several years now, we've been looking at the ways in which the rates can be a lot more reasonably taxpayer friendly. And therefore that work was also going on. Equally, after July budget, there was this voice of the middle class which felt that they were ending up paying the tax, never mind, they were absolutely proud and happy to be taxpayers of this country, but also felt they don't seem to have much coming in the way of redressing their problems. And there was also this feeling that the government was very inclusive in taking care of the very poor, the poor, also focusing on vulnerable sections and so on. So the voice which came wherever I traveled was, we are proud taxpayers, we are honest taxpayers, we want to be continuing to serve the country by being good taxpayers, but would you think about what are the kind of things you can do for us? And so I had this discussion also with the Honorable Prime Minister, who put me on the specific assignment of see what is it that you can come up with. And therefore we did a bit of within the ministry work and briefed the PM on what is it that is before us, and guided by him we've come up with this.
How much did it take, how much persuasion did it take to get the Prime Minister on board? Or was it just, I know it's a lot more complicated, it's not so simple, but was he like, yes, let's go ahead with it?
No, I think your question should be how much did it take for me to convince the ministry, the board. So it is not so much the PM. The PM was very clear that he wants to do something. It is for the ministry to have had the comfort level and then go with the proposal. So the more work that was needed for convincing the board that efficiency in collection and honest taxpayers' voice, all this was work here in the ministry, not so much with the PM.